This is Joe Leigh here for Seconds Out with Joe Cordina. It's good to speak to you again. Last time we spoke, you weren't a world champion. Now you're the IBF super featherweight world champion with one of the best knockouts of the year. How are you? First things, how's it been?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you, brother. Yeah, it's been quite mad. I say obviously, as you know, I've done interviews here, and I've always said that when I get the opportunity, I'll win a world title, this, that, and the other. So, I think where I always knew I was going to be a world champion, when I actually won it, yeah, the moment where I knocked him out and everything, that was a major buzz and whatever. But after, it just wasn't what I thought it was going to be. So, yeah, but although yeah, it has been nice people recognizing you from all parts of Britain, even like in the airports when I'm coming. Um, Things are starting to get given to me for free. Don't need the don't need the money, but yeah, man, it's good. It's a nice feeling that knowing that I've ticked being a world champion off my list now, and now I need to set new goals. But yeah, it's a good feeling, man.
Let's talk about that. I find it so interesting when people say, like, for example, you always had that goal of being a world champion more so than other fighters. It was almost destined for you. It was something that you'd worked for so long. What did it feel like then after that initial buzz, like you say, died down with a great knockout? What was the feeling there? That was it something you didn't expect?
Um, like don't get me wrong, I never expected to finish him the way I did in that fashion. Do you understand? I thought, like in my head after the first round, especially, I thought I was kept thinking to myself, he's not that strong physically. His punch power ain't as scary as I thought. I thought, right, so I can get him late. So I thought, let me just box with him a little bit. But yeah, so the way I did it, and obviously that was a big surprise, not just me. Don't get me wrong, I knew I had the power to stop him. Didn't think I'd do it in the second round, sorry, but it was a surprise to a lot of people as well, because like my power's been questioned for a couple of years, obviously, and it was mainly when I had a bad hand. But once I've had my hand operated on, two of my last four opponents have gone to sleep. So yeah, it's it's a nice feeling to actually like sort of prove certain people wrong,
Yeah.
to get the knockout like I did, and to win a world title in my hometown. It was nice. And like going back to what I was saying, is where I knew I was going to be a world champion, that initial buzz soon died down quickly,
Yeah.
because I was thinking, is it meant to be like, is it meant to be better than
Better.
this? Is it meant to be better? So yeah, but listen, I think, like I said, because I knew I was going to be a world champion, I've lived it in
Yeah.
my
You've
mind,
already
and
manifested
yeah,
it.
I've already manifested it. Thought about what was going to happen after. Thought about in a week's time, and yeah, and that's it. But yeah, I'm still getting respect all around the place, and yeah, it's nice. And
With that being said, then you'd already kind of in your mind pictured this already happening. How long until you were hungry for more? Then hungry for bigger fights and your next fight?
straight away, straight away. You've seen Shakur. I know Shakur's been coming out recently and saying I've been calling him out by shouting his name. As you know, I've never shouted no one's name. So he called me out after the fight, because I got something he wants. He also got something I want. And I said, yeah, let me have my break and we'll talk soon. And then he's got his mandatory to take care of. I got my mandatory anyway. And then he's organising another fight. But he was saying, like, this is the only fight I'm making in the division. So, yeah, I was straight away, I was hungry for that fight. I've accepted his sort of his challenge, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
But whether it's him or Roger Gutierrez, obviously I got to take care of my mandatory, and then that's what I want next.
Yeah. Was it kind of that you were thinking of instant? I know I watched interviews post fight in Cardiff. You were saying like, I'm gonna have time off. Obviously, Shakur fight's there, but is that now the goal instead of I want to be a world champion? Is that now the goal? Like a big fight with Shakur? Obviously, the mandatory is a fight that has to happen in the meantime. But
yeah, of course. I've ticked that off my list now, being a world champion. So now it's about
unified.
making new goals, unifying the division, and securing my family, and that's what I want to do.
That's good to hear. I look forward to hopefully seeing that fight. What can we expect next then? Have you heard any news? That you mentioned you're kind of pre-camp at the moment.
Yeah. I know I've got to face my mandatory, who is Rakimov, and obviously I'm not sure that the date haven't been
okay
for me yet. So yeah, I've come out to Malta to start my camp, like my pre-camp. I always train anyway, but Tony had sent me my program and stuff, and I can start getting into some good shape before I even start my camp. So yeah, it's nice. I can train in the heat. It's humid out here as well, so it's gonna stand me in good stead when I get back to the UK. It's gonna be a lot easier anyway, because training in this heat is very, very hard to get me. So, but yeah, I got a few of my cousins out here who's training with me. I had them. We were doing hill sprints this morning. They go into the gym now. I'm gonna go a little bit later. But yeah, they've been training with me every day, twice a day. So I've got people out here with me doing little bits. And obviously in Malta, where I am at the minute, there's two islands. Obviously, the mainland Malta and Gozo, where we're from. So we're at Gozo at the minute. But over the next couple of weeks, I'm gonna start going over to Malta, doing a little bit with certain trainers out there.
Yeah.
I think Barry Smith is over in Malta at the moment, so I think I might go and see him over there tomorrow and have a little chat with him, see how long he's out there for. Maybe get a little bit of working with him while I'm over here. I know him well, and he knows Tony well. So yeah, I don't think that'd be a problem. But yeah, it's good to be out here in a bit of different. Like obviously with if we were back at home now, obviously the Eubank and Conor fight's been announced, so there's going to be media in the gym constantly.
Yeah.
And there's going to be times where the gym is full. Sometimes obviously it's got to be done, the media, to get concerned. That's what makes the fights and builds the fights. But sometimes it can be busy in the gyms and stuff like that. So yeah, it's good to be out of the way and be over here in a sort of like over here, like everyone knows who you are, but they couldn't give a monkey's who you are also.
Yeah.
They're
it's
like,
just not the Western world, is it?
No. So like they're like, Joe. They wave, that's it, and leave it at that. And I go about my day. But it's nice. It's nice.
I went to Morocco and it's kind of similar. They're just more laid back.
Yeah, it's mad. If they're any more laid back, they'd be like that. Crazy.